So now here is a grade 12 trigonometry question. So to be able to solve this, the first thing you need to change tan theta to sine theta over cos theta. So if you're from your identity sheet, you know that tan theta is sine theta over cos theta. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. So it's going to be sine theta over cos theta equals 2 sine theta. And the next thing I have to do here is just cross multiply the cos theta to 2 sine theta, and then I'll end up with sine theta equals 2 sine theta cos theta. Definitely I'm going to equate this to 0, so 0 equals 2 sine theta cos theta, and when I move sine theta to the other side, it becomes minus sine theta. So greatest common factor is sine theta, and then you end up with 2 cos theta minus 1 in the brackets, and therefore from here, you know, sine theta would equal 0 from this, and from this you'll end up with cos theta equals 1/2. So the first thing I'm gonna solve is sine theta equals 0. If you watch my previous videos, I always say if sine theta and cos theta, they equal 0, 1, or -1, it's better to remember the sine wave. So for sine theta equals 0, theta would be right here, right there, right there, right there, and right there. So if you want to list all the angles, it will be -2 pi. You're interpolating from the graph, and -pi, 0, pi, and 2 pi. That's where it equals 0 all the way here. Yeah. Now we're going to take the cos theta that equals 1/2 from here, and we're going to do that separately. So here cos theta equals 1/2 between -2 pi and 2 pi. So with this one here, you want to do the unit circle, and basically this is 0 pi over 2 pi, 3 pi over 2, and all the way around is 2 pi. So that's any measure from going counterclockwise. Now it's a no calculator question, so they want you to remember your special angle triangles, and your special angle triangle for this one is definitely the 30, 60, 90. And that's 1√3, 2. You have to remember these triangles right here, the 30, 60, 90, and the 45, 45, 90. These are special angle triangles, and you must remember them. So now, once I labeled all of these, I want to figure out what angle has a cos of 1/2. So if you look here, the angle that has cos of 1/2 is 60, because adjacent over hypotenuse is 1/2 for the 60. And therefore, you know, the reference angle is 60. Okay, so the reference angle equals 60, but that's not what you're looking for. What you're looking for, first of all, the cos here is positive. Okay, if the cos is positive, then according to all the students take calculus or cast, or all students take chemistry, then the cos is positive right here, because all of them are positive here, and only the cosine is positive here, and it should be right there as well. These are the two quadrants that the angle or the cos is positive. So what you're trying to find is this one right here and this one right here. But also, you want to find, because it goes all the way to -2 pi, you want to go in clockwise, and you want to find this, and also you want to find that. Okay, remember the reference angle is 60, so I'm going to put a 60 here and a 60 there. So for this first angle right here, theta would be 60. So if I want to call it theta 1 for this one, that's 60. Theta 2, which is all the way to here. Let me go back a bit, because I realized that we have to measure the angle in terms of pi and radians. So I'm just going to erase a little bit here, and I'm going to say my reference angle. No, they're just kind of That's √3 right there for the side. So the reference angle for this one, the 60 in radians is pi/3. Okay. And therefore, instead of 60 there, it is pi/3 for a reference angle and a pi/3 for a reference angle. And therefore, θ1 will be, again, still pi/3. θ2 will be go all the way to 2 pi and take away pi/3 to get that much. So it's 2 pi minus pi/3. Let's do a common denominator. So multiply this bottom by 3 and multiply this by 3. So you end up with 6 pi/3 minus pi/3, which is 5 pi/3. And therefore, θ3 would be going clockwise this way, because that's negative measure for the angle. And that would be negative pi/3, because you see the reference angle is pi/3. And so going from here all the way to there is negative pi/3. And then going all the way from here all the way to your terminal arm right there. Sorry, it's not supposed to stop right here. It stops right there. So θ4 is the same as calculating θ2, because you're going all the way there and you're left with pi/3. So instead of 5 pi/3, it will be negative 5 pi/3. And so these are your answers. So θ1 is pi/3. Sorry, that's what I meant right there. So that's θ1. And this is θ2 right here. And also this and this. And all of these are your answers for this question. Okay, so thanks again for watching. Till next time. Bye-bye.